Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Thank you guys for joining today. We're here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Make sure that you're watching this live stream in 1080p resolution, of course. Make sure to do me that big favor as always, hit that like button. And let's go ahead and walk inside right here, right at the entrance. Just got to security. It is a Friday afternoon. It's about 2:38 p.m. and doesn't feel that busy. My second time here at Universal in a week, and the live stream did amazing. So I want to bring you guys back and do some things that we didn't get to do last time here at Universal Studios. So let's go ahead and enter the park. Just kind of want to show you guys what it looks like here right at the beginning, right when you walk inside. Hey, what's up, Dogfather? Hello, Lena. What's up, Genius and Malix? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. They have a red carpet here for us. Hello, Emily. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Let me let Instagram know that we are live, ready to go. So give me 1 second here so I can let them know. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure you do so. Sometimes, you know, the post notifications don't get sent out. So this is just another. All right, we're all scanned inside here of Universal Studios Hollywood. The weather, very nice weather actually. I'm wearing some pants, a hoodie, and not hot at all. I'm not cold at all. It's like a very gloomy, warm, but cold at the same time kind of day. Kind of windy. Which I actually have a reservation later tonight for Disneyland, so I think there might even be a live stream later tonight. We'll see on that, but like I said, just make sure to have your notifications turned on just in case that one happens. We're going to be here for about 2-3 hours, and then we'll head back down to Orange County later on this evening. All right, first thing on the list, studio tour. I believe there's also a Water World later on, like around 4-ish. So let's go knock out studio tour, which is something that I wanted to show you guys last time I was here. But, you know, I got here later in the night, and it just wasn't we're gonna do today. I remember back in the days, one thing that I loved about the top of the line Universal annual pass that they used to do was you would have Express built into your pass. So you would get you get the expensive one, and then you would have the Express option like right at the beginning of the day. But nowadays it's only active at 3 is when it starts, which kind of sucks. Here's a look at some of the wait times for some shows and attractions here. Harry Potter Forbidden Journey's at 45 minutes. Flight of Hippogriff 40 minutes. Ollivanders, which I wouldn't really call like a ride or anything, but somehow they have it up there. 20 minutes for that. 30 minutes for the studio tour. That's what we're gonna do. And let's see, virtual line with times only for the Secret Life of Pets ride. Despicable Me 25 minutes. Simpsons ride 65. Kung Fu Panda. The Kung Fu Panda thing is like a theater show. Kind of think of it like you're watching. Can you get a cool thumbnail of that right there? So kind of think of it like the Kung Fu Panda. Kind of think like you're watching like Philhar Magic or something like that. That's what that is. It's just like I think it's in 3D actually. Just like Philhar Magic over at DCA. They close up at 8 p.m. today. Super Nintendo World is open. We'll probably go down there and see what's up. The Mario Kart ride is 115 minutes. That ride was pretty cool. If that single rider line isn't too crazy, we might even do it again today. Jurassic World, 40 minutes. Let's see. Despicable Me, 25. Can't even go in there though, because the stream will go a little crazy. It'll get bought. But here, take a look. This is the next show for the Water World. It starts at 3. You can see there's a couple of people already starting to wait over there to see the show. Yeah, if the audio is giving you issues, just restart it and it should. Sorry about that. I was zoomed in a little bit. If the audio is giving you issues, just restart the stream and then come right back. It should, it should work. It should work after you restart it. Okay, everything look good? Let's go. We're gonna walk through the store a little bit here, just because might be a little bit of a shorter, just a little shortcut here. There's a lot of crowds over there by the meet and greet section. Let me show you it actually. There's a character here.
She has fans.
Cool. Audio's clear. Cool. So you can see there's like a meet and greet happening there. All right, let's go ahead and continue walking down this way here because we have to cover some ground. This theme park isn't huge, so it definitely could get a little crowded as you're kind of walking your way through. So let's go. Start covering some ground here. Got the box office over here. What's up, guys? Hello, Caesar. What's up, David? Hello, Robert. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button here on the live, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Mister, do you know this woman is digging around in your backpack? Look at, we're on Neighborhood Watch. I'm watching out for you.
Is there anything good in there? Let me know if there's a sandwich. I'm hungry. Yeah.
Wait,
Oh, you go. That's good.
She was giving you something. Huh, interesting.
Was it a sandwich? Because I'm hungry.
How can you be hungry? You just ate.
There was somebody going through somebody's bag, and oh, can you please get
So I need to eat a sandwich with my hand.
Oh, check this one out. This is cool. Hey, my little brother is watching this. Hey, look, bro. You can get a short too.
Are you guys all gonna do it together?
Yeah. He's the king.
What should we do?
What's up, Tiffy? That's right, King Julian. What's up, Jizzy? Thank you for watching. I thought you were coming. Hello, Dogfather Steve. Do you go to Halloween Horn? I did last year. Yeah, so maybe we'll do it again this if you guys want to. Yeah, for sure we'll do it.
Párate allá, pues.
King Julian over here. Very nice.
This is quick little selfie real quick.
There's a road. Goes on all the bitch. What am I doing? What is Shrek doing? Yeah, let's take a picture. Don't be a Maverick or a Maverick. You have to look over there. All right, say cheese. Donkey and Maverick.
Thank you, Don.
Yes, I'm very
Hi,
silly.
Maverick. Thank you.
Say Maverick.
All right, go ahead.
You renegade, you. Hey, what's up? Sup? 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 Hey, what's up? Oh, pictures? Is that what's up?
Yep.
That's what's up? Okay. Cheese. Sup? That's so cool. You guys are so cool. Okay, bye. I'll see you later.
Okay, you can go ahead. Thanks for waiting.
Oh my goodness. Hi, how are you? What is happening? Oh my goodness, that hat is everything. It's everything. You are a vibe. I'm jealous, yes. I don't have your style and grace. That's why I'm jealous. Yes. Yeah, I got a different thing. I got fur. You have charisma. Right. Oh wait, I got charisma too. Yeah. There you go. That's just a taste. Yeah, just ooh. Yes. Let's simmer down a bit. Let's might need to close the curtains up just to relax. You know what I'm saying? Just to sort of get my head right. Yeah, exactly. Nothing provocative going on. It's just okay. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, that's right. Is someone taking a picture or are we just... It doesn't matter. I get to meet you. That's all that matters to me. We can get one. Just so it's on the record you were here.
Okay, guys, look over here. 1, 2, 3.
Say cheese.
And 1, 2, 3.
Cheese.
There we go. All right.
Thank you. Hi, what's up? Hi. Wow, you look so cool. Look at all you got going on. Look at that. Hi.
There's so much
Yeah, I'm
going on
sorry,
here, right?
I've
When
seen
you
you. What's
guys
your
walk
name?
inside and then across.
Hi, Ava. It's nice to meet you. My name is Donkey.
There was another
Yeah.
character over here.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know the name of it, but like one of the trolls, I think. But there's Shrek, though. He's doing some photos and things like that over here, right across. Okay, let's go ahead and continue walking down this way, over here. We're on the way to the studio tour, so we can actually get a little shortcut right here. Well, I don't know about a shortcut, but I want to go this way. But welcome, guys. If you're just joining in here on the live stream, we're here at Universal Studios Hollywood. And make sure you're watching this in 1080p. Hit the like button. Of course, thank you guys. And enjoy the live stream.
Finally got another one.
Look at the line for the butterbeer. I wonder if they sell the hot one here. I like that one. Tastes like
I was like, oh crap.
I wonder if I could take you guys on that ride. This ride right here. This ride has a huge wait time, but what's up, Destiny? Hello, dog. What's up, Tiffy? Johara, welcome everybody. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Going this way over here. This little back area here. Yeah, Lisa, I want to take you guys on the on that ride. I think I did it one time before, like a long time ago, but I'm not sure. I don't know if the rules have changed. You know, filming on there. How's the weather? Weather's good. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's like right. It's like perfect. It's cloudy though. See, the sun's. You can just feel like a little warmth of the sun trying to shine through the clouds, but it's a little bit of a wind going by too. Feels good. Weather's nice.
Okay. Tell them when they pass you, tell them to come this way.
All right, we're back here. This is the entrance of the studio tour, and I want to show you guys a little bit of what's going on over here. 25 minutes for this studio tour. We're gonna wait it out. The last one is at 6:15, and let's see. Let me show you guys a little bit of what is. A little bit on the board right here. You can see some stuff that they're filming. American Auto. I never heard of that one. All right. I also have some Espanol studio tours. I should do one of those. I'll do it, but I'll film it in a separate video. I won't do it here on the live just because the majority of you guys speak English, but I know maybe there's somebody who wants to see the studio tour in Spanish, so I'll do it some other time. Look at these awesome views up here.
And now there's 5
Alright, so this is going to be a little bit of the boring part of the stream where we have to wait in the lines. But, you know, it's just part of being here at the theme park. So I appreciate you guys being patient and waiting. But I'm just being honest. It's about to get boring. So, here we go. 25 minutes we got to kill. I got to take a picture of this. Looks pretty cool. Take a quick photo. Cool. Let me see, all of the Universal Studios, all the professionals that come here more often than I do. Does this look about 25 minutes to you guys? Or is this a little bit more? Hey, what's up, Danica? Thank you for joining. Either way, we're gonna wait it out, but maybe you can kind of give people an update here in the chat of, you know, how much it's really gonna be. Let me put you in the wider angle so we don't get suffocated here. You know.
During the tour, please keep your arms and all items inside the tram. If you need any kind of guest assistance, for instance, a medical emergency, or you drop something of value off the side of the tram, do not jump off of the tram. This is unsafe for you and those working at the studio. Instead,
that's what I like to hear. 25 is not too bad.
Your guide will be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Please.
At least we have something to listen to and it's not, you know, quiet. In the meantime, I'm gonna actually switch out the thumbnail that I have here for this stream, so that's what I'm gonna do right now.
We appreciate your cooperation. Thanks so much and enjoy your visit to the world famous Universal Studios tour. We'll see you on the back.
There are people on it. Some of this part of the tour. They can get killed. Show up in my transport.
Good to know.
Good evening. Welcome to Universal Studios and our all-new, positively petrifying experience. The roaring black flag.
This line is moving very fast, guys. I hope somebody started the timer, but this line is moving pretty quick. Right now, Stickman, the plan is to get on the studio tour, and then after that, we're probably gonna head down to Super Nintendo World. But we'll see. We'll see. But enjoy it. Enjoy the studio tour. We're about to get on this right now. Ah man, we should have done the Spanish one. I don't know how many of you guys would have would have been able to understand, but it's okay. We'll do the English one. Most of you guys in here, you know, speak English, so I want to make sure you guys are able to understand what's going on. This movie's funny. It's such a, that movie's so long. I'll be honest with you guys, I've only seen like the beginning, then I always end up, oh, by the way, I saw Transformers, the new Transformers movie. I saw it at this really cool, I don't know, do you guys know, what's that theater? Sinopolis, and they serve you food. Oh, it's so cool. This theater called Sinopolis. You can watch the movie. They bring you food, like not just. It's not an AMC, but the food is so good. They got some good food there at this theater. You can recline in your chair. It's legit. It's really cool. Did it yesterday, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
for our children and other offspring to be seated in the center, away from the gates, or they may also be informed.
The movie was good. It was funny. There was at times where it had me laughing, so I would say definitely a movie you guys should check out for sure. I liked it. I definitely liked the movie.
If you have an emergency,
oh, cool. You went for your birthday? That's awesome. I'm pretty sure you had an awesome time. All right, guys, we're maybe like 2 rows away from getting on the studio tour here. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are watching in 1080p. Make sure to hit the like button as always. And yeah, we're just a couple moments away from getting on the actual. We're gonna try to get an edge seat, so that way, you know, you guys can have a good view of everything that's going on.
$6 million man and the Bionic Woman, the Universal Studios tour.
And you guys tell me, was that 25 minutes? I think that's the Spanish line over there.
Here's what to watch out for on a Universal Studios tour. Watch out for the monsters. Watch out for the all-new Halloween. The Flash Flyer. The all-new Runaway Train. The Parting of the Red Sea. The Filming on Stage 70. The Stuntman. There are lots of things to watch out for at Universal Studios. Especially the fun. Hi, I'm Luke, one of the tour guides here in Park. Welcome to the world famous Universal Studios tour.
Hi, I'm Lisa. In just a few minutes, you're going to board our tram for a tour of the movie theater that can last as long as 1 hour.
That's right, an hour. Because of the length of the tour, we strongly recommend that you use the restrooms here in the tram plaza before you board the tram.
If you need to step out of the queue line, please ask for the assistance of any of our studio tour ambassadors. Once on board the tram and the gates are closed, for your safety and those working at the studio, please remain inside the tram at all times. All set? Let's go.
Have you guys had all the way down?
And all items inside the tram. If you need any kind of guest assistance, for instance, a medical emergency, or you want something of value off the side of the tram, and you want
TikTok?
off of the tram, this is unsafe for you and those working at the studio.
Welcome out your amazing tour guide for the afternoon. She's super cool, she's super funny. In fact, it's me. Hi everybody, my name is Joy. I'm going to be your tour guide today. The venue secrecy on some of Hollywood's hottest film locations. Before we get going, I want to make sure you all grab a pair of these 3D glasses. If you do not have a pair of 3D glasses, raise that hand up high, keep it up there. And one of our studio tour ambassadors will get a pair over to you immediately. Also make sure you move all the way towards the right hand side of the tram, filling in every available seat. And if you have any small kids with you and their feet are not touching the floor of the tram, they must sit towards the center of the tram for their safety. Thank you for that. And if you're on the far left-hand side where those doors are open, guess what? Those doors are going to close. And I don't want them to close on you, so keep those arms and legs inside while that's happening. Now, I do see a few people already wearing their 3D glasses. Look at you. So cute. And if you're wearing your 3D glasses, do me a favor, okay? Take them off. Look around. And just see the world's already in 3D. Amazing. Amazing effects. But you're only going to need these 2 times, okay? Once for Peacock 360 3D, and the second time for Fast the Furious Supercharged, and I promise I'll tell you what that's gonna be, okay?
By the way, these are the electric buses. You see that they have the green letters on the side?
So I would suggest keep them on your head, in your lap, or other than your face, because you're wanting to see this tour with your own eyes. Now, I am not driving this tram because I'm facing the opposite direction of the road. It's not safe to do that in the front car. So instead, we got the world's greatest driver. It's my good buddy Chris. Everyone say, hey, Chris.
This is a vlog.
Hello, and welcome aboard the world-famous studio tour. My name is Erica, and I will be your guide this afternoon as we leave the theme park and head down to the largest and the busiest studio here in Los Angeles. Now, as you make your way onto the tram, make sure you move all the way over to the right-hand side. And if you've got little ones with you today whose feet don't quite touch the ground, make sure that they are seated towards the middle as opposed to on the ends for their safety. And if you don't yet have a pair of the super stylish 3D glasses, give us a wave and we'll get a pair right on over to you. Now today we are on one of our brand new electric trams. Another way that Universal is showing its commitment to sustainability. Let's hear from Al Roker.
I'm proud to announce that Universal Studios Hollywood is converting the world-famous studio tour trams to become electric vehicles. As these trams roll out, guests will be experiencing all the movie-making action propelled by the latest energy-efficient technology. Now, this is just one example of NBC Universal's and Comcast's commitment to becoming carbon neutral by 2035, helping us all take another step toward reducing our carbon footprint. So, welcome aboard for an awesome experience that's also awesome for the environment.
Yes, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. Now raise your hand if it's your first time on the studio tour today. Welcome! And raise your hand if it's your 100th time. All right, good to see you again, good to see you again. Watch your arms and legs as the doors are closing on the tram, and we'll get headed down there in just a moment.
Time to rock and roll. Bring the noise.
Watch me for the changes and try to keep up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
She don't really know me. She don't know the city.
All right, and we are headed off, embarking away from the theme park to the largest studio here in Los Angeles. Once again, my name is Erica. I will be your guide today. And we've got our driver, Tony, who's going to be driving us a fast and furious 3 to 7 miles per hour through the back lot. Got one more person to introduce you to, my co-host, the host of The Tonight Show, and That's My Jam on NBC. You guessed it, Mr. Jimmy Fallon. Hey, Jimmy.
You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide. And the greatest driver.
Tony.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
Erica
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
That's right, we do have a few safety rules to go over before we head on down to the studio. First, if you need guest assistance or have a medical emergency, or if you drop value outside of the tram, or have any sound or video, up and grab that red cord that runs along the center of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during the entire tour, please remain seated and keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Remember to use that red cord if you need any assistance. The studio is private property, and if at any time during the tour you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull that cord, remain seated. Please no smoking of any kind during the tour, and be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You'll want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. Finally, for your safety and those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while on board. Thank you so much. Now, in just a moment, we will be headed down our timeline. Starting on the right with 1914 Damon and Pythias, which is Universal's very first film. Now, on the other side of the tram, you'll see just a handful of Universal Studios pictures. Keep an eye out for your favorites. Now, one favorite of mine, I'm a big Westerns fan, so 1973 High Plains Drifter starring Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood, before he was one of the biggest gunslingers here in Hollywood, he actually got his start as a contract player here at Universal Studios, bringing in a whopping $50 per week. Wouldn't feel too. Another one of my favorites on the right is E.T. from Steven Spielberg. That picture of the moon that you see on that poster, that is a real photograph of the moon. That is not CGI, that's not edited at all. Spielberg actually hired a team of astronauts to scope out different locations and track the moon phases to get that shot perfect. And coming up on the right, we have Fire Station 51. Now, this is not a set, this is a real working fire station. When Carl Laemmle dreamed up the idea of Universal Studios, he wanted to create a city dedicated for movie making. And that's exactly what we are. We have our own fire department, our own sheriff's department, our very own zip code, all of the elements that a city would have. And I think any proper city should have its own Starbucks, and yes, we do have our own Starbucks here on the Universal backlot. The only thing we don't have are residents, since this is a city for movie making. Now, when he purchased this land, this was a chicken ranch, and we were only about 200 acres large. Up on your screen to see what we looked like on opening day, March 15, 1915. We have grown significantly since then. Now we sit at almost 400 acres, making us the largest studio here in Los Angeles. And on your left, you'll see Soundstage 12. That is our oldest soundstage. Science Laboratory, Dracula's Castle, and hosted 20 seasons of The Voice. Now, a soundstage is essentially a large warehouse with one key difference. The walls are about 8 times thicker to keep the sounds noisy. To the left, these are where many of the NBC Peacock hit television shows are shot, including Bel Air, which is the dramatic readaptation of the 90s sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
You just got me word with the boss. So what is you put egg on the cheese? You put cheese on the eggs, on the cheese. It's not. Whoa, how many seats do you think are in there? No, it's gotta be a lot. We could probably fit the whole Bel Air cast and crew in there. You know, we gotta get one of these for the mansion. For sure. You're lucky for y'all. The Bates Family Mansion lives right here on the Universal lot. Right. Some of Bel Air's most pivotal scenes have been filmed right. Moments. I don't know. I mean, there's so many to choose from. You know, I love the foyer set where Will first enters, and at that moment, his life changes forever. What about you?
Well, the Bel Air Academy gym set is here too, and I remember you having to sit in that cold ice bath for hours.
Yeah. And that was real fun. I still can't feel my toes. No, but seriously, my favorite part of this lot is the talented crew who put it all together, from hair, wardrobe, makeup,
set design, props, and transportation.
Transpo, yes! Yo, Transpo is the best. Yeah, they have the sweetest rides for us to play with.
Actually, speaking of, if we're gonna get a ride like this, we better go talk to Transpo now.
Bel Air now streaming on Peacock. Now on the left, you'll see Soundstage 14. This is one of our largest sound stages on the backlot. This is where they built the store from Superstore. This is where they built the Mission Control for Ron Howard's Apollo 13. So they can really use this space to make these very large set pieces because there's a lot of room in there. Now also on the left, you will see NBC Post. Now this is not a post office, even though we do have a post in post-production. So that's everything that happens after you wrap on set. Editing the movie, adding sound and visual effects, adding CGI, computer-generated imagery, and adding the music and the score. That all happens right here. Shop for every step in the movie-making process. And speaking about shop, this on the left, this is the wood shop. This is where a lot of our props and sets are built right here. To one of our sound stages here on the front. Here at Universal Studios, from idea to box office, we really touch every single step of the movie making process. And behind me, to to the left, you'll see Base Camp Kitchen. That's where cast and crew can grab a bite to eat between takes. And get those cameras out, folks. We've got our first celebrity sighting of the tour on the left. Ted is on the lot, celebrating his new show. The dirtiest martini I have ever seen in my life. Now, Ted is executive produced and directed by Seth MacFarlane of Family Guy. It's going to be the prequel to the two Ted movies set in 1993 Boston. We talked a little bit about post-production, everything that happens after you wrap on set, but there's a bunch that needs to happen before you can even get there, and that's called pre-production. And that happens in these bungalows over to the left. Now, these used to be the dressing rooms for the stars. John Wayne, Lucille Ball, they all have their own dressing rooms right here. But now these are office spaces to some of the biggest names in Hollywood. This first office on the left, that is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's office, 7 Bucks Productions. They did The Jungle Book, Jumanji, and the show Young Rock. Now, do we have any musical fans on board? If you're a fan of musicals, raise your hand. All right, there's a couple of us on board. Take a look down this next alley on the left. You'll see a balloon that says Wicked on it. That is Mark Platt Productions. They are heads down working hard on the new Wicked movie starring Ariana Grande, coming into theaters at the end of 2024. Now, on the left, you'll see a familiar silhouette on Bungalow 5195. This was Alfred Hitchcock's bungalow when he worked here on the Universal lot. In that office space, that was actually offered to Steven Spielberg when he came to Universal, but he politely declined, saying that it was better suited to be a museum or a shrine. Now, Alfred Hitchcock, he was a director through and through. He was not an actor, but he still always liked to make a brief appearance in every film that he created, just for 1 or 2 minutes in the background. And this is what we call a cameo appearance. See if you can spot him up on your screens.
Oh, hey there. You made it.
Not you, Jimmy.
My name is Alfred Hitchcock. We all go a little mad sometimes. Seems like a lot.
Did you find him? Now, he became so well known for doing these cameos that in his later movies, the cameo always happens at the beginning of the film so audience members wouldn't be distracted looking for him the entire time. But I want to formally welcome you to the back lot. Our front lot is where our sound stages and our office spaces are, but here on the back lot is really where these sets come to life. Look around. These are our metropolitan sets. Now, these can be transformed into cityscapes near and far, past, present, and future. And on the right, you will see Brownstone Street. Many guests will recognize that as Jim Carrey's house from Bruce Almighty.
Raise the door! I'm in the shower! Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now. Great. B-E-A-U.
Now, many times you see New York City on television or in a movie. It's not actually shot in New York, but it's shot right here in Studio City on the Universal backlot. And I know my co-host Jimmy feels right at home here on the Metro sets. Take it away, Jimmy.
Hey everyone, welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old neighborhood. Once got mugged over there by an old woman. Tough lady. This is my favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Gotta love New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. I'm walking here. Hey, it's cool guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Now, these sets are extremely versatile. They don't just play New York in the movies. There's a popular reality competition show that's shot right here on this street that we're turning onto. And that's American Ninja Warrior. They just wrapped the most recent season earlier this year. They set up the entire obstacle course right down this street. And those high-flying athletes are working here every single night. Yes, they only shoot that show during the nighttime after the sun sets. They want to make sure that every competitor has the same working conditions, so it's not like one person gets to go in the middle of the day when it's much hotter and one person gets it in the afternoon when it's much cooler. And so they start rolling when the sun sets, and then they keep on going until the sun comes up. Now we can also do something here on the Metro sets called day to night filming. So let's say right now we need to shoot a scene that takes place at night. But the cast and crew is only available right now at 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, we can actually transform it from daytime to nighttime here on the Metro sets by covering these buildings with a giant tarp. Don't believe me? See how it looked in this scene from Streets of Fire. That right there on the screen, that was shot probably around 11 in the morning, but it looks like the middle of the night. In this clip, you can see the giant tarp over the street, and that's what the final product looked like. And some other movies that have used our metropolitan backlots for day-to-night filming.
Nice place, huh?
Found something.
Now there are many advantages to filming here on the Universal backlot on these Metro sets as opposed to in a real city. One, it's fully customizable. You'll see that these buildings are pretty blank. There's nothing in the windows, there's not even street signs up or any greenery, trees, bushes, anything. That's fully customized by our props and our creative department to fit whatever the needs of that production is. It's harder to do that in a real city because you'd have to remove everything that's already there and replace it with new things if you wanted to customize it. Also, you'd have to pay to shut down local businesses, and it would probably make traffic a nightmare in that city during filming. And so that's why people love using the Metro sets here on the Universal backlot. We also have a lot of creative freedom to create things that would be really hard to create in the real world, like a giant pothole. Check out this clip from the Blues Brothers on how they effectively use the Metro sets to do something that would be not possible in a real city.
Big hole in the street. That was on the back lot. We dropped it from a crane. You dig like that in Chicago, not a good idea.
When people ask me, of all of the movies I've ever done, what was the most satisfying or the most fun, I've got to say Blues Brothers. We got to sing, we got to dance, got to drive, and trained with the best stunt people in the world, and got to be an actor and a writer. So it was a good piece of work.
Danny called John America's Guest because just to walk into anybody's house.
During the shooting of the movie, John was missing. We couldn't find him.
Danny went off looking for him. We saw a light on. It was one house and knocked on the door.
I said, sir, we're doing a movie down here. We're looking for one of our actors. Oh, John, yeah, he's on my couch. He came in, he had a snack a couple hours ago. He's sleeping. He was America's Guest. I mean, literally that happened.
And up on your screen, some additional examples of how we have used Brownstone Street and the rest of the metropolitan sets. Earlier in our tour, we talked about how Hitchcock liked to do cameos, but our studio tour tram has also made many cameos in iconic films. Let's see some times that we have seen our very own studio tour tram on screen.
I've been on that tour so many times since I was a kid, and I just love it every time.
The first time I ever went on the Universal lot, we did the tour.
I grew up in Los Angeles, and that was like the place to go and see Jaws.
I got my introduction to Universal Studios through the tour, and so then to be in the movies and seeing the trams drive by, it's very overwhelming.
One of the coolest things actually about shooting for Universal is sometimes you get to shoot on the lot, and then you look over and it's like there's Jaws, or like there's the flash flood, and all those trams are riding around. Again, it's the coolest thing ever.
1979. Back then, tram drivers were kind of a little reckless, a little crazy. There was no restriction on cars going anyway. We used to drive all over and kind of duel with them back and forth.
I have so many amazing memories of the lot when we were shooting Back to the Future.
Being here brings me back in time, I'll tell you that.
The tram would come through, the tourists would see Michael J. Fox, and they're taking their camera, snap, snap, snap. So one day, Michael J. Fox had his own camera, and every time the tourists came through snapping their pictures, he ran out and he started taking pictures of them.
Nice for all of us being here together, don't you think?
The real jungle, more specifically to Skull Island. Let's hear from Peter Jackson as we make this.
The ship with monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island. And it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island. We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong. He's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature with Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. His eyes are like a window into his personality and his heart. He's had an enormous number of encounters with his foes, the T-Rexes and the various dinosaurs on Skull Island, so he's been beaten up, scarred, chewed up, spat out by these dinosaurs at various times, and he wears the scars of a lot of ancient battles. The Universal Tram is winding its way through a very rough, narrow trail in Skull Island, allowing the visitors a little sneak peek at some of the wildlife of Skull Island. In a sense, this is like a mini sequel, a mini continuum.
All right, we are headed to Skull Island. Keep your hands and feet inside the tram and hold on tight. All right, it looks like we all survived Skull Island. I almost lost my clipboard, but we made it. Now, what we just saw is some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. Those screens sit at over 40 feet tall and 180 feet wide, produced by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta Effects. Now, Weta Effects, they have not 5, not 6, but 7 Oscars, taking home their most recent one at the latest Academy Awards for their work on Avatar: Way of Water.
With a project like Studio Tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts. Because one giant shot, this tram driving along through Skull Island is where the cameras come. This room represents where the screen is 10 meters away. We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Now, we talked about how Hitchcock liked to make cameos in his films. Well, Peter Jackson and the Weta Effects team, they made their own cameo. They were aboard the studio tour tram that gets pulled on to Skull Island in that movie. Now, anytime we see a vehicle on a screen, whether that's a studio tour tram, a car, a train, a plane, a boat, it's what we call a picture car. And in just a moment, we are going to see some of Universal's most famous picture cars of all time. Starting off on the left with the yellow Ford Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti. Parked right next to it, we've got the Ferrari from Magnum P. Engine. Now, these picture cars can take us to the distant future of 2015. We've got the flying cars from Back to the Future 2. Or they can take us back to the Stone Age. Parked right there, we've got Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble's cars. They can even take us to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We have one of the 17.5 Ford Anglias from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The half was so that the camera crew could get right up close to Harry and Ron for their close-up shots. And coming around the corner, we have our first picture boat. That is the Crawdaddy from Jordan Peele's Us. Now, I want you to take an extra close look at this tank coming up from the Transformers. A little bit of movie magic. It's not made out of metal. That's actually plywood. And that barrel, that's just a PVC pipe. The same kind of pipe that you could buy at Home Depot. Much cheaper to use that on set than a real tank. Also much easier to transport to and from set every day. And another benefit, it's much easier to blow that one up than a real metal tank. Now, coming up on the right, we have another picture car. This is one of the Jeeps from Jurassic World, welcoming us to Jurassic Park.
Welcome.
Now, dinosaurs are part of our DNA here at Universal Studios, so we like to keep some on site in cages for you all to see during the studio tour. Jurassic Park is one of our best known films worldwide. Jurassic World, starring Chris Pratt, our highest grossing film to date. Now, just like that tank from the Transformers, these cages that we keep our dinosaurs in are also made out of plywood. And they probably should have made these out of metal. It looks like the dinosaurs have escaped again, but don't worry, they're friendly. They just want to say hi. Big dinosaur at the end is one of my favorite species. That is the Apatosaurus. Now, of course, we wouldn't have Jurassic Park if it wasn't for the dinosaurs, but we also wouldn't have these movies if it wasn't for the weather. Yes, if it wasn't for the hurricane that trapped the Jurassic Park gang on the island in the first movie, we wouldn't have any of this. But here in sunny Southern California, it can be pretty tricky to get weather to hit its mark. But our favorite movies just wouldn't be the same without it. Think of Allie and Noah's kiss in The Notebook, the end of Shawshank Redemption, or the train scene in Hollywood classic Casablanca starring Humphrey Bogart. Now, these just wouldn't hit the same. And weather can be unpredictable. It was so cloudy this morning. Now the sun has come out to play, but on a tight budget and a set that has got limited days, we need to have weather on a time, hitting its mark every single time. And so as we roll down into Old Mexico, I'm going to show you just how we make it rain here in Hollywood. Now that thunder you hear, that is coming from speakers hidden among the trees in our Old Mexico set. That lightning you see, that's coming from strobe lights atop the telephone poles and the buildings here in Old Mexico. And that rain, that's coming from a sprinkler system, shooting water up into the air and falling down to earth. Now, no need to put those ponchos on car 2, it's just a light little drizzle. Now, these raindrops are a little larger than most raindrops in the real world would be. That's just to make sure that they do show up on camera. And if this was a real working set, we probably wouldn't have that thunder here today. We wouldn't want that to interfere with any stage directions or actors' lines. But we have that on the tour today just to give you the full effect of this stormy day here in Old Mexico. But on a real set, that would be added in post-production. And I spoke too soon. Put those ponchos on car 2 because we have a flash flood coming in and you are in the splash zone. Flash flood was used in the movie Big Fat Liar, starring Paul Giamatti, Amanda Bynes, and Frankie Muniz. But no Paul Giamattis were harmed in the making of Big Fat Liar. That right there is his stunt double. But Lady Gaga, she used our Fat Flash Flood for her music video Judas, and she did all of her own stunts, and she did them in heels. Now, these Old Mexico sets have been used in countless productions. Nacho Libre starring Jack Black. This is the Planet Vashti in the Paramount Plus show Picard. But now we're crossing the border out of Old Mexico into the Wild, Wild West. Welcome to 6 Points, y'all. Now, more movies have been shot right here in 6 Points than anywhere else in the entire world. This building coming up on the left, this was used heavily in Quentin Tarantino's 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, and Timothy Olyphant. Now, Timothy Olyphant, he is no stranger to 6 Points. He spent a lot of time here shooting David Milch's Deadwood, the hit HBO show, one of my faves. Now, why is it called 6 Points? Back when we opened Universal Studios, there were 6 distinct streets coming off of this main road, each one with its own bank, its own sheriff's office, and of course its own saloon. And so you could actually shoot 6 silent westerns all at the same time here in 6 Points. If you had to run a bad guy out of town, well, he just had to turn the corner and boom, he's in the next town. Now, they would actually invite live studio audiences, guests like yourself, to watch those westerns getting made. And so guests could cheer on the good guys and boo the bad guys because the movies were silent, so we wouldn't hear any of that in the final cut. But I guess 6 Points ain't big enough for all of us, so we are headed on out. But we still do have live studio audiences here on the Universal backlot pretty regularly. As we round the corner out of 6 Points, you'll see on the left Soundstage 30. That's one of our newest sound stages on the backlot. State of the art, that is where they film The Voice, which has a live studio audience for every episode. Now, also on the left, you'll see Park Lake. This is one of our most historic areas of the backlot. This has been here since opening day. And many guests still recognize this as the lagoon from the 1954 film Creature from the Black Lagoon. And up on your screen, see if you notice anything out of place in this lagoon. If you look to the left of the creature's head, you'll see the Hollywood Hills peeking out from behind the jungle. That is the same Hollywood Hill that the Hollywood sign is on. Now, if this were made in 2023, we would edit that out in post-production, but they didn't have that technology in 1954, so we've still got the hills peeking out from behind the lagoon. Now, we wouldn't be the largest and busiest studio here in Los Angeles if it wasn't for the monster movie. And many of our most iconic monsters, Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, the Mummy, the Invisible Man, they were all born right here on the right in our little Europe sets. Take a look around. These sets are extremely versatile and were used in all of those monster movies. This was also the good place in the hit show starring Kristen Bell.
Afterlife? Come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in a good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. Now take a look at that yogurt shop up on the screen. This is a great example of how props and greens departments come in to really liven up our backlot sets. It's this structure over on the left. They came in and added those tables and chairs. The greens department added those flowers on the side of the building, but it looks pretty much the same otherwise. Now these sets are very versatile. They don't just have to be Europe. This was Egypt in The Mummy, also Genovia, the fictional country in The Princess Diaries starring Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. And this courtyard over on the right, that is the Court of Miracles. That's where they shot Hunchback of Notre Dame starring Lon Chaney. That was transformed into 15th century France, which is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. And get those cameras out. We've got another celebrity sighting as we head out of old Europe, or Little Europe on the right. That right there is the Invisible Man. You don't see him? That's so weird because I definitely do. Now our directors here at Universal Studios are so fond of the monster movie and the genre. Let's hear what they have to say about all of that.
When we think of Universal, we think of monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy,
The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
The Invisible Man,
Phantom of the Opera.
classic films. They're just brilliantly made.
That Frankenstein image, flathead, bolt.
It's one of the great icons of the world. That to me was like the essence of the Universal horror film. I was just mesmerized by these movies. Boris Karloff, Lon Chaney.
I remember the original Universal Studios Mummy movie really scaring me.
They still ring in our memories now, and we love them.
Now, both Dracula and Frankenstein came out in 1931 during the height of the Great Depression, and both brought in over $1 million at the box office. Now, if we have anyone on board from Kansas, you would not have been able to see Frankenstein in theaters. It was banned in the state for being too terrifying. But I do want to let you all know now that our tour is approximately at the halfway mark. So I just want to remind you to stay seated during the entire tour. The studio is private property, and if you drop your phone or just can't wait to use the restroom, pull that red cord to get my attention and I'll be back to assist you, but do remain seated on the tram. Thank you. Now, as we round this corner, we'll see the backside of our western sets, and we'll also pass by this large barn on the right. Now, there are no animals in this barn. This is actually where our NBC News team stores their equipment when they are not on location. But now we're taking a flight across the country. We're going to New England, to a quiet little town, Amity Island, the setting of Steven Spielberg's 1975 hit Jaws. It's a quiet little town with, I hear, a little bit of a shark problem. So keep your eyes out, but oh, it looks like they've already caught the shark, so we can just put our feet up and enjoy the peace and quiet of beautiful little Amity on this sunny afternoon. And are you seeing this too? Is that another shark in the water? Oh, they really do want to get a handle on this shark problem here in Amity, but good. George, our diver, is in the water. He's got it all under control, so there's nothing to worry about, folks. He sure has guts to be out there in these waters today. Oh no, there they are. Poor George. shark himself. Now look over your shoulder and you'll see the only shark in the world that can do the backstroke. Now, Jaws wasn't always destined to be the blockbuster success that we know and love it as today. There were actually so many issues on set that the cast and crew nicknamed the production flaws. And many of those issues were with the mechanical shark.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, "The shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working."
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there, and things had gone on. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Now, to this day, one of those sharks is still sitting somewhere on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. And all of these problems with the shark and other issues on set caused massive delays in production. It was supposed to come out in the winter of 1974, but it wasn't ready to hit the box office till the summer of 1975. Now, before Jaws, movies didn't really come out during the summertime, but they had no choice. It wasn't ready until then. And so it was the first summer blockbuster hit, a tooth-smashing success. And so every summer blockbuster that we know and love since then, we can thank Jaws. Talk about a great white lining. Now over here on the right, this is a chicken ranch. This is a practical set. You can film both on the inside and the outside of this structure. This was built inside of Soundstage 12 for the 1982 musical comedy, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton. But it has been used in many... We are approximately 15 minutes from the end of our tour, and we'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull that red emergency cord if you need assistance and remain seated at all times. Now take a look to the left, take a look to the right. We are driving down Wilderness Road. You'll see a whole lot of nothing. But this can be really useful when productions want to go to the great outdoors. Bird Box starring Sandra Bullock, filmed right here. An episode of 911 where they flipped a limousine off that street corner that we just passed on the right, filmed right here. Much safer to do that here on the back lot as opposed to on a real country road. Now think back to the beginning of the tour. What would we call that limousine? Yes, that is what we would call a picture car. Now we have so many picture cars here at Universal Studios, we can't fit them all in just one place. So coming up on the right, we have even more iconic Universal picture cars. We've got Mr. Bean's adorable green Mini Cooper. Parked in front of it, that yellow car, that is Bumblebee from the Transformers. And behind me, that old-time car with the wagon in the back, that's from one of my personal favorites, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Coen Brothers movie starring George Clooney. The Western adaptation of Homer's Odyssey. Now, many of these cars have zoomed down the freeway at lightning fast speeds. And we are as well. We're creeping down this road, but we're gonna take a little detour to a quiet little motel with 12 rooms and 12 vacancies. As we round the corner, make yourself a 1960 thriller Psycho. That's another famous picture car parked out front, that 1957 white Ford. That was Marion Crane's car in Psycho. That was also used as the family car in Leave It to Beaver. And Norman is here at the motel. He looks kind of stressed. He looks kind of worried. You know, he works too hard here. I think he really needs a vacation or something. He just tries to go above and beyond. But all of these vacancies, I worry about him sometimes. See, look at him carrying the sleepy guest to her car. What a gentleman that Norman is. He really needs a day off. And he's putting her in the trunk. Put those phones and those cameras away, folks. We didn't see anything, Norman. No, we didn't see anything. We're going to be headed up this path real fast, this psychopath. Gotcha, car 4. Good thing we are speeding on up the way. Now, coming up on the left, this is the Psycho house. This is the original structure from the movie. They only have this side that we're looking at and the front of the building constructed, but we added the other side here on the back lot. Now, as we drive on by, take a peek in the second-story window. You might see Mother. I hear she has been dying to see you all. But now we're moving from one of our oldest sets here on the back lot to one of our largest. As we round the corner, welcome to Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Steven had.
Again, to sit down and talk about War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me.
Real Boeing 747 airplane. Steven Spielberg purchased that from an airplane graveyard out in the Mojave Desert, where airplanes that have too many miles on them go to sit out in the sun. And he got this for quite a steal. To buy one of these planes new cost around $480 million. He got this one for $60,000. But it did cost him about $200,000 to ship it here to Universal Studios, and so they always get you with that shipping and handling, am I right? Now they had to chop this plane into 4 pieces to bring it here. They had to cut the top off so that it would fit under the highway overpasses. And the original intention was to weld the whole plane back together, but Steven Spielberg actually liked how it looked without the top on so much that they left it like that for the final cut. Now, if you take a look over to your right as we exit War of the Worlds, kind of right and behind you, you'll see Falls World. It's a blue screen. We use green and blue for these screens because those are the 2 pigments that are least often found in human skin tones. And coming up on the right, we're going to pass by Jupiter's Claim. These are the original sets from Jordan Peele's most recent feature film, Nope. These were brought down to the Universal lot from Santa Clarita, where Nope was filmed, and now they permanently reside here on the Universal back lot. Now, we've spent the past hour learning all about how movies are made. And I think you all are pretty much experts at this point, don't you think? So in just a moment, we are going to turn the corner, and I'm going to put you all smack dab in the center of the Fast and Furious universe. Fast and Furious Supercharged, to be specific. But in the meantime, let's check out the newest Fast and Furious movie now in theaters. Not the first, not the second. It is the 10th movie in the franchise.
It's been 22 years since we started this saga. It's a dream come true. I mean, it's definitely this franchise.
Fast and Furious franchise, boots on the ground, on location. The more movies we make,
been badgering them to participate in this. It's such an honor to be part of this family.
That's the problem with having such a big family. How do you choose the ones you save? We're so lucky to be able to continue this saga forward.
That's Fast X, now in theaters.
Look, this might be more serious than I thought. What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on 2 things, sweet cheeks. 1, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And 2, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, Enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is.
This is Agent Novak with an FBI alert about individuals who are not authorized to be pardoned for the crimes he committed. Is a street racer and mechanic on Dom's crew. She's particularly vicious when she's got Dom's back and he has hers. Crew. He's an ex-con and a street racer who's into fast cars and beautiful women. Not necessarily in that order. Security service. You should ignore him. Hobbs has joined forces with Dom's crew to track down the criminal mastermind, Owen Shaw. Criminal mastermind. He was a major in British special ops.
Take this real serious.
In your hand, I will let. All right, put those 3D glasses on. It's about to get fast and furious, supercharged.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Cover the left. This thing you're doing fast enough. Roman, Lenny, hook him up.
Hit it!
Now we're moving.
Look out! You give me the witness turret on, we call it a day! The witness is mine, Lenny!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Call it the close!
Way to go, Lenny. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
theme park. Here at Universal Studios, we have been making audiences laugh, cry, and sit at the edge of their seats for over 100 years. Now, there are thousands of people here in Hollywood who work day and night to bring our favorite stories to life. So I want to say a big thank you for spending your afternoon here with me and our driver, Tony, here at Universal Studios, the entertainment capital of LA. Now, I want to say a special thank you to our annual pass holders. If you're not an annual pass holder but you'd like to become one, visit the box office on the upper lot to learn how you can upgrade today's ticket to an annual pass so you can come on my tour again and again and again. Now, also make sure that you have the Universal Studios Hollywood app downloaded on your phone so you can get wait times for rides and attractions, show times for our stunt show Waterworld, a must-see in my opinion, and additional details on how you can visit Super Nintendo World.
Time to rock and roll. Bring the noise. What do y'all want to hear? Alright guys, listen to some blues riff and beat. Watch me for the changes and try and keep up, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's on the double rain. She knows on and she knows you know you make me wanna. Swing! Should have heard the knockdown jailbird sing. Let's rock! Everybody, let's rock! Everybody on the wholesale block! Oh, dance to the jailhouse!
Yeah, and thank you so much and good night.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
What's the story? Well, there's this pirate. Should that not written word?
The problem most men have is they just plain straight up have no clue how to talk to women.
What's happening, hot stuff?
Kind of cute to see.
Thank you.
The hot boobs, eh?
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
In this one time at band camp.
Houston, we have a problem. We're on a mission from God.
No! Kelly Clarkson!
Boy, is this
Hey, bud. Let's party!
fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
He hates me!
Coming out wherever you are.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
It was only the beginning.
We belong together.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
They opened Disneyland in 1956. Nothing worked.
Now, once again, thank you so much for spending your afternoon here on the world-famous Universal Studios Hollywood Tour. Come again soon and enjoy the rest of your day at the park. And as we say in Hollywood, that is a wrap, folks.
All right, guys, and that was the studio tour here at I was gonna say Disneyland. Here at Universal Studios Hollywood. We just finished up. Definitely something you must do when you guys visit this theme park right here. What'd you guys think? I hope you guys were able to see a good amount of the tour. I know it has a couple, you know, spots where it gets a little laggy, but hope you guys enjoyed that nonetheless. Let's go ahead and see. So far, we're approaching that 2-hour mark here on the stream. I want to see what else we can possibly show you guys here at Universal. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the there's a show at 4:30, a Waterworld show, and it's 4:23 right now. You guys think we can make it at the 4:30 Waterworld? Let's go see. We can try. We can definitely try. Definitely don't. If we definitely cannot settle for a wet zone view though. We can, so let's go see and try what kind of spot we can get for the 4:30 Waterworld show. That'd be a perfect way to show you guys something here. What's up, Melissa? Hello, Disney fan. Danica, what's up? What's up, guys? It's good to see all of you here. Thank you for joining, and I hope you're enjoying the live stream so far. Weather is very nice today here at Universal Studios Hollywood. It doesn't feel overly hot, doesn't feel, you know, overly cold. It feels perfect actually. Weather's nice. I like it. You can see the line here for the studio tour. Still looks to be about maybe 20, 30 minutes maybe. What's up, Mermaid? Hello, Luberts. And it says it's a 20-minute wait for the studio tour if you're gonna do it right now, which I very much believe. That line moves very fast. Moves really, really fast. What are these nets for right here? I remember being back here in a long time, and these nets weren't here. I do see that net caught a little water bottle right there, but does anybody know was there like just a lot of throwing? There were just a lot of people throwing things, or what happened?
Hi everyone, welcome to the World Famous Studios Tour. My name is Elizabeth. I'm one of the guides here. Thank you for joining us today. Hello graduates, hello VIPs.
Jerry, what's good? Go ahead, do you have a PowerPoint? Yep. Oh, yeah. Wait, who's smaller than you? Okay.
I've actually tried streaming on this ride before and they don't let you here. 65-minute wait for the Simpsons ride. 65 minutes. I've done it one time. Tried streaming and they said no filming.
Good one. Oh, yeah, they have.
Large light donuts. These donuts are good. Some donuts. Which one are you guys gonna choose? The pink one or the chocolate one? I don't know, guys. We're cutting it close on this Waterworld show. Cutting it really close. Yeah, but let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and walk over there and let's see what happens. Yeah, those donuts are huge. Alright, you know what? We're gonna play it safe. This Kung Fu Panda show that I haven't shown you guys before recently is only 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and do this. Because that Waterworld show might be super packed. I have no idea. And I don't want to risk it. Let me show you guys this. I promise we'll do the Waterworld soon.
Give me a... Oh! No, this mattress is so soft!
All right, make sure to hit the like button here on this live stream, everybody that's watching. And later on tonight, I will be at Disneyland. So make sure that you join me later on tonight for a live stream over at Disneyland. Love this movie, Shrek. Watch at the beginning of the live stream, Haley. We were, Donkey was out. He was like talking to people and everything. So I live in Orange County, so either way I'm going back either way. It'll be like later tonight though. Like in a couple hours, later tonight. This place is cool here on the inside.
Welcome to the DreamWorks Theater. It's showtime. Mika, lights. Well, that could have gone better. All right, boys, places. Let's put on a show. Hey, where's my macchiato? Get ready for the Donkey and Shrek show.
You mean the Shrek and Donkey show?
Yeah, but oh, come on. I know you all here to see me, right?
If you folks came to see anybody, you came to see me.
But I'm the cutest. And I'm the sweetest.
I hate to break it to you, but we're doing a Kung Fu Panda show.
Says everybody here,
Right? Especially these guys in front and maybe that family over there. They're obviously Kung Fu fans.
Look, the helmet of Master Thundering Rhino.
I see your thundering rhino and raise you one talking donkey.
Wait, look at this. The Sword of Heroes.
Oh, aren't we hoity-toity fancy?
And the coolest thing of all, the Ming Hammer. A relic so powerful, it can knock you into the spirit realm. Check please. I can't compete with that.
Hold it. Oh, you've just received a message from
The Emperor! Ooh, my clever son has been asked to make a special delivery for the Emperor!
How do you know that?
Simple. I read his mail.
Is that the delivery?
Oh, that looks important.
It's more than important. This is the liquid of ultimate power. Well, if the Emperor needs that delivery, then we'll make sure he gets it. Right, guys?
But we may not all survive.
Okay, like that.
Puppy reporting for duty.
She said duty! Sorry, guys. I think we may need some warriors that are a little, bigger.
Aww. Wait, I know something fun. Let's have a tea party.
That's the boat! How about if you guys come as backup?
You're serious.
This is gonna be great! Meet you inside.
I must have that liquid. Oh, with the Ming Hammer, the liquid of ultimate power will be mine.
Oh, what the hell was that?
Come on, before she changes his mind.
I heard that.
Just kidding! Hey, buddy, can you give us a hand with these doors?
Andy, come here. Everyone hold on to each other. Come on.
This is after shoot. Please step all the way into the theater. Emperor is waiting on you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, to the DreamWorks Theater, please make sure it's one person per seat. This does include all small children. There is no lapsity. First seat sharing in the theater. Everyone must be old enough to sit on their own in the darkened seat. However, ladies and gentlemen, if you're last seat with your child, you are required to turn off your seat or your TV. So once again, please make sure it's only one person per seat. Once again, please make sure it's only one person per seat. Thank you so much, folks, and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Skipper. Welcome to the show, Higher Matt. There's plenty of seats for everyone, so no need to push and shove. But we are on a schedule, and the show's about to start. So come on, push and shove. Get those seats. One down, people. Let's go. Thank you. Skipper out.
Again, I'm going to
Hey everybody, are you ready to go? Okay guys, fill her up!
Oh, Dad, let me help you.
Oh, you're such a good son. Oh, hey you there, Mr. Butterfingers. Be careful with that. Hang on everybody, this should be quite a ride. Woo-hoo-hoo! Imperial Palace, here we come. This is so exciting.
Oh, watch where you're going. We're going to hit those rocks.
Hang on everybody.
Oh, that's weird. It's like the river just ends up ahead.
Let me see that. According to the map, it's a waterfall!
Hey, watch it! The bridge isn't finished yet!
There they are!
I'll work from here. The bridge is out!
Hey!
I hope you can stay.
Glad you're back.
Thought we lost you.
Please try to stay with us. You're supposed to be our backup.
Wow!
Shh. We need to be quiet, Poe. This is the dreaded Kang territory.
Did you hear that, guys?
Shh.
Why is Kang so dreaded?
Mr. Pink, please.
Kang's wolves are the most feared and ruthless river pirates anywhere.
But why?
Hello? He's a wolf pirate.
And he's known for his cunning.
Follow me, Trans!
I am Kang, prepare to die!
How do you get the Ming hammer?
Not so fast, Panda!
Oh, hang on! Oh, don't worry! I still got the bottle!
None of mine get it first! Watch out! I am Kang! I must have that bottle!
That is for you, and this is for the Emperor!
Oh, hey! Watch for the spikes!
Oh, hold on, Dad! Aha! The liquid of ultimate power is mine! Here it comes again! Just in time! You guys still back there? Hang on, we're almost there! Oh, I'm so excited! We're gonna be the Emperor! Hey everybody, we're here! The Dragon Warrior!
Your Imperial Highness, it is with great pleasure offering. I am Kang! Really?
I will defeat you in the Spirit Realm! That's a Kang. You're outnumbered 3-1. Not for long! Give me that bottle! Oh no, you don't, Kang! The power of chi! You're no match for my hammer! I'm coming, Dad! Fools! Get down here! Think again! Fu Panda, your father, or the bottle? Here it comes, Dad! The Dragon Warrior!
I'm sorry. I lost your special delivery.
You are my special delivery.
Wait, me?
Then what was in that bottle?
The secret ingredient to my hot sauce.
Dad, your hot sauce is awesome!
And your tongue is as formidable as your kung fu.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of training. Oh, I almost forgot! Bye, guys!
Shaka-zooey!
It's a quick show, but I think it's pretty cool. It's a huge screen, and the seats moving around. It's similar to PhilharMagic, but you know PhilharMagic over at Disney California Adventure, but even better. This thing is pretty awesome. The screen is like almost 360. So this is an attraction called Fu Panda Adventure here at the DreamWorks Theater, and I mean, we didn't even have to wait that much to enjoy this. So very short wait time if you guys ever come and visit. Check it out. You guys might like it. If you guys enjoyed this live stream here at Universal Studios Hollywood, make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you guys are just joining in, or if you've been watching for a little bit. Studio tour, we saw some characters right at the beginning. Make sure you guys check it out. We walked around, look at all these awesome a Ford Fair lane. That's pretty cool. I like that color. That charge is nice. The skyline is nice. Everything's looking pretty cool. It seems like they're doing some says it's a hot set. They're shooting Untitled Alan Smith project. Look at that big camera that they got there.
Let's go. Ben, can you get that to me nice and quick? Yes, sir. Let's go. Get out of here.
So looks like they're filming something in that section. Who here loves Halloween Horror Nights? Look at this. This might get you a little excited. Behind, it's gonna be used for the Halloween Horror Nights later on this year. All the way back there, you can see the thing over there. So pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Everything is looking awesome here at Universal. So, and like I said, I will see all of you guys later on tonight, hopefully, if everything goes well. And make sure to have your post notifications turned on so that way you don't miss when I go live or when I start a new I'm always at Disneyland, but every now and then I try to give you guys something a little bit different. Actually in the talks right now of doing even another one. I was in San Diego, like the San Diego-ish area yesterday, so you guys might enjoy that actually. So just keep an eye out for all that stuff that I am planning. Why is this thing so zoomed in?
I'm not sure anymore. I never accept death. They understood. They never took
this thing looks... I'm sorry, I never used this front camera here, so it always looks a little weird. But anyways, what's up everybody? So like I said, that way if I go live here or anywhere else, you guys get notified. Thank you for watching this live stream here, and hopefully later on tonight we'll probably see each other again. Sorry guys. So thank you everybody, and hit the like button on this stream, and I will see all of you guys very, very soon. Thank you guys.